My name is Minister Bernadine White.
My name is Venus Paniker.
Olivia Chase.
Rita Williams.
My name is Monique Savage.
I am what they call Relatives as Parents Program Coordinator, and I am the supervisor over the prison visits to Decatur and Lincoln Prison for Women.
I am the Family Reunification and Family Services Specialist.
I've been an intern here since August of last year. I work with VTM, which is the Visits to Moms program. It's all one thing, but it's just broke down into two components, VTM and reunification. So VTM is the Visits to Moms, whereas reunification is when they're trying to make sure that the family gets back together, the mother get back and live with the children, if it's possible. I basically get the roster together. I'll come to the bus when they get ready to leave, do a head count, make sure everybody's there, try to call to see who's on the way so that the bus don't just leave them. That would give an idea so we can tell who's just a no-show and, who's actually going. Is to reunite the families and to stay with the inmate / returning citizen for at least a year in their life to help make sure things are going on track, because they do try to help to keep the family connection, because that's why they have the VTM, to keep the children in contact with the mother, then reunification to keep them together, help them with any resources that they may need to help them stay a family unit.
But we're really here to serve and to sort of hold out a lantern for women when they return home, so they have a little, there's a little light shed on the paths that they can take and some options that they may have. So we're here to help with that.
My main goal is to make sure that I maintain the relationships between the young women that are incarcerated or their grandparents who are incarcerated at these two particular facilities, so that they don't break down the family connection.
Oh, absolutely, no doubt. The children of incarcerated women and men have a special burden to bear. Sometimes they, if things aren't explained properly to them, in their young minds, they have all kinds of ideas about their role in why the parent is away. It's very difficult. It's difficult for them in the community, it's difficult for them at school, and it's difficult when the adults in their young lives aren't able to really articulate very well the situation and the whys and the wherefores, and even when the incarcerated parent can't do that. So it's agencies like LSSI, PFM program like Connections that are able to assist and help, and begin to work with young people and help them begin to understand a bit about the circumstances and the fact that they're not to blame, they're not at fault, and help them to better cope.
With this being the Mothers Program, I think it's a positive for them to see their mothers in jail, because people always feel that their mothers need to be taken care of, even though they're always the nurturer. And I think children are affected so much by what's on TV. So the only thing they know about jail is what they see on TV. So they're not sure what to think when they find, especially if they're at the age to realize my mother's in jail. So they're not really, don't know what to expect. But when they go and see, oh, mom is all right, she able to hug and touch me, kids, everything's fine. So I believe that's a positive influence for them.
Yes, I do. I believe that this particular organization, because it's uniquely designed to keep families together during crisis, and that every family experiences some type of crisis, and most every family has experienced someone involved in the penal system. So yes, I think that the children are the most affected, and they're the most disregarded, and the support that they need when they get it from extended family members, and that the caregivers get get the support that they need from other federal and state government agencies, and as well as support agencies like ours, makes a whole difference in whether or not recidivism occurs and whether or not children are able to process this in a healthy position and a healthy attitude coming out.
It's a support system that they wouldn't already have. So I've seen that that's very beneficial. It helps. So it's like if it's from, food drives or clothing, or is it for a toy drive, just something to let them know that we're thinking about them, we're here, I think can go a long way. So I think more programs need to be like that.
Yes, I do think that Lutheran is helping the families positively. These families have shown that they appreciate everything. They've been productive. They've come back to society. You don't see them trying to commit or be involved in any more crimes. When you talk to them, they say, I'm done with that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I see it as being very productive.
Finances are always extremely difficult. So it's a combination of that along with often emotional support. So it's the financial and the emotional support, I would say, are the biggest issues.
Additional fundings and state funding, government and state fundings, I think should be provided for these children on a regular basis.
Well, I'm hoping that we can duplicate this program and that we don't lose the funding for programs such as this, and we will be able to advocate on a higher level with the government to give support systems and get support systems in place to help the caregivers take care of the children of the incarcerated men and women. And that's what we need, and we need to do that as soon as possible.